morning everyone. Today we will start third chapter, pair of linear equations in two variables. It's very important chapter from the examination point of view and from the knowledge point of view also. Here we will learn that how we can form the algebraic equations from the statements and how we will plot the graphs, how we will solve the pairs of linear equations to find out the values of the variables, etc. So right now I am starting. First of all, we should know that what is an equation. When two algebraic expressions hold the sign of equality, then an equation is. I am giving examples. X plus 2 equals 5, it is also an equation. 2x plus 3y equals 7, it is also an equation. But when two algebraic expressions hold the sign of equality, then identity is also being formed. And we should be very careful that very careful in solving the questions. First of all, I am explaining what is the difference between an equation and an identity. Equations, when two expressions hold the sign of equality, then equations are being formed, but here the number of solutions is limited. That depends on its degree. But in identity, we can find out infinite values, and for all those values of the variables, it is true. I am giving one example. A plus b whole square equals a square plus 2ab plus b square. It is true for all the values of a and b. But x plus 2 equals 5. Here it is a linear equation of degree 1. That's why we can't get more than one value, since here degree is how much? 1. So now we will see, or we will classify the equations. So first of all, let us move to linear equation. An equation whose graph always represents a straight line. An equation whose graph always represents a straight line is called a linear equation. Either it is of one variable or it is of two variables. But always we will be getting the graph as a straight line. X equals 2. It is also a linear equation in one variable. Its graph is also a straight line parallel to y-axis. And x plus y equals 0 or x minus y equals 0. It's also a linear equation in two variables. Its graph also represents a straight line. So now we will classify the linear equations. And a linear equation consisting exact one variable is called a linear equation in one variable. Example, I am giving x equals 0, y equals 2, x plus 2 equals 5. These all are the examples of linear equations in one variable. Ax plus b equals 0 is general equation where a can't be 0 and a and b are reals. And solving, we get x equals minus b by a. And this is the unique solution of this equation ax plus b equals 0. Take the example x plus 2 equals 5, then x equals 3. This is only one example which will be satisfied for the value 3 of x. There is no other value of x which will satisfy this equation. And the graph of linear equation in one variable either represent the axis or it is parallel to the axis. X equals 0 represents y-axis and y equals 0 represents x-axis, whereas x equals 2, its graph is parallel to y-axis, and y equals 2, its graph is parallel to x-axis. Later on we will see it in details. Linear equation in two variables. A linear equation consisting two variables is called linear equation in two variables. I am giving few examples. X minus y equals 0, x plus y equals 0, 2x plus y equals 4, x plus 2y equals 7. These all are the examples of linear equations in two variables. Its general form is ax plus by plus c equals 0, where a and b cannot be 0 and a, b, c are reals. And here we get x equals minus by minus c whole divided by a. And here we get infinite number of solutions. I am just giving one example. Suppose x plus y equals 10, then it is true for so many values of x and y. Like this, it may be x0, y10, it may be x2, y8, it may be x20, y minus 10. Like this, we can get infinite number of solutions. The linear equation in two variables always makes us infinite number of solutions. And the graph of the linear equation in two variables always represents a straight line, but neither it represents the axis nor it is parallel to the axis, but it is inclined to the axis at an angle theta, where theta not equal to 90 degree. Later on we will see that how we can sketch the graph of linear equation in two variables. Next one is simultaneous linear equations. A pair of linear equations in two variables is said to be simultaneous linear equations in two variables if they are satisfied by the same values of the variables x and y. Take the example, x plus y equals 10 and x minus y equals 2. It is a system of simultaneous linear equation, and if both equations will be satisfied by the same values of the variables x and y, then it is called simultaneous linear equations in two variables. Its general form is, generally we denote like this: a1x plus b1y plus c1 equals 0 and a2x plus b2y plus c2 equals 0, where a1, b1, c1 and a2, b2, c2, these all are reals. But there is one condition also: neither a1, b1 and a2, b2. Out of these four coefficients, a1, b1, a2, b2, none will be 0. If we will substitute any one as 0, then the linear equation in two variables will be shifted to linear equation in one variable. That's why this condition is applicable. Now we should know the consistency and inconsistency of the simultaneous linear equations in two variables. If on solving we get at least one solution, then it is said to be consistent. But when we don't get any solution, then it is called inconsistent. I am giving examples. 2x plus 3y equals 5 and x plus 2y equals 11 will be giving us solutions. That's why it is consistent. But we are taking 2x plus 3y equals 11 and 4x plus 6y equals 13. Then here lines will be parallel and never will be getting any solutions. Now we should know that there are how many ways to solve the linear equations in two variables. Generally, we solve the linear equations in two variables in two ways. First is graphical method, second is algebraic method. In algebraic method, there are so many methods, but here we have to study only about the three. These are substitution methods, elimination methods, and cross multiplication method. But besides this, we can solve such equations by the comparison method, by ratio and proportion, by matrices. But we have to study only about the three methods known as substitution method, elimination method, and by cross multiplication method. Where is the question of sketching the graph, and when the literature means a statement be given, so first of all we will form the equation. Now there students usually get to problem this: which value they should keep along x-axis and which value they should keep along y-axis. No one think that a symbol which consists or which accepts different numerical value, they are called variables. There are two types of variables: dependent variables and independent variables. To make it more clear, I am giving one example. Suppose there is a square plot whose area is 16 square unit, so its side will be 4 unit. As we either increase or decrease the side length, simultaneous area will be also increased or decreased. If there will be no change in side length, there will be no change in area. Here area is totally depending on the side length. That's why side length is independent variable and area is dependent variable. In sketching the graph, we will always take side length along x-axis and area along y-axis. In a cricket match, what do we get? That always overs are taken along x-axis and runs along y-axis. Since runs are dependent variable and overs are independent variable. In distance time graph, we used to see that time is always taken along x-axis and distance is always taken along y-axis. So now we will see that how we can sketch the graphs. And at the end of this this class, I am giving you also the PDF. There you can see everything in details.